Anyone ask quick questions while I play these out? Yes.
What would be like the real teacher reaction to like there's two people talking?
Oh, I can't believe I didn't say it in my thing. I didn't say, God, I'm glad you asked that, because when the teacher look doesn't work, I got to write it into my cards. I redid my cards yesterday. I call parents a lot, but without warning. Thank you a lot for it. It's like the one, yeah. I'm going to write that down right now. You call parents without warning. You don't tell them you're going to do it. Even if you only get through to 2 out of 10 parents, those kids come in the next day, oh man, why don't you go home? And now you become you're a teacher of action now. I would call parents a lot. I wouldn't get through to a lot of them, but the ones I did, those kids would come in complaining. Everyone knows now. I don't give warnings. I just do. I'm crazy. How could I have? It's funny how you do a workshop for 8 years and you leave off. That's got to see one quick thing. Discipline, don't travel, revisit premises, teach. Yep, I left it off my cards. No, the only tactic I ever had was, besides that the teacher looked, remember, I prevented a lot. But the stuff I couldn't prevent and the teacher look didn't help with, I would do the surprise parent call. And there it is. Okay, surprise parent call. You see? The parents love you, because there's a 90. They got 90 on that test. It's up on the refrigerator. The parent calls were short and sweet, and by the end, hey, he's at it again. Okay, see ya. After not the first time. The first time, you got to say something good somewhere in there. So with that, let's all the questions.
Well, we were supposed to give out consequences, like on a poster the first day we did our rules. So how did you do that? You had an unexpected parent call, or? No,
it wasn't. I didn't post my consequences. But I was teaching high school. And you also have to see what they're expecting from, like, if every other teacher in the school posts consequences. In high school, you don't post the consequences. I think the consequences, I don't want to post them because they may not work, and I don't want to be now changing them. But there's pros and cons to both of those. There's pros and cons. So when I hear something talking about how on the first day we have the kids act out, good and bad, and I don't like that one either. I say don't ever know what it feels like to do bad in my class. So. But again, keep in mind that I am scarred and probably have post-traumatic stress disorder from my first year of teaching. Why else would I be the only alum who's been coming back and doing a workshop for 8 years, who's not like a staff member? So keep that in mind. I'm just one perspective. So I never would post my consequences, but that doesn't mean it's wrong to do so. Okay, other questions as you do your evaluation? Yeah.
So do you hope that the second situation would never happen where their second year where it was everyone but 3 kids?
Right, yeah. Oh, I had bad days once in a while, even after my first year. I would not even, the next day I just come in and start teaching again. I would not say, yesterday was unacceptable. I just ignore it practically and just go on. Can't believe I left up the, I better put a star or something. I only know one thing, the surprise call to parents definitely is effective. Even if the kid, even if the parents don't have any control, no kid wants to have their parents call. But if you don't make it a surprise, it doesn't work. So you have to have the patience to wait it out and just get through that day, and I promise you, word will get out that you don't have good friends. Yeah.
But what happens that day? Like, you give them the look, they keep on doing their thing, the surprise parent call doesn't.
Yeah.
The next day. So what do you do?
That's right. That day might be a bad. That day might be a bad day.
You just let it go.
Yeah. I never got that bad because they already respected me because I won them over beforehand. But if some kid being a real jerk, I send maybe 3 or 4 kids to the office in my next 6 years of teaching. So I've sent kids to other rooms before, also you make friends. But in general, yeah, you might, if kids kind of being a jerk or talking too much and everyone else has their work and they're doing it, I might let it go and that night tell the parents. It's hard, you got to have the patience to do that. But it's more of, I'm focused on the prevention. I hope that everything you prevent as much as possible. I don't have that much for what happens once you mess up. But screaming your head off does get you 5 minutes of silence, like I said, sure.
Talk real briefly maybe about, it sounds like you were probably pretty burned out after your first year. What did you do during the summer to want to go back again?
Oh, back then they had second summer, you go back to the Institute for it was 2 weeks. No, but it was fun because you had one class, it was 3 hours a day, and the rest of the time you were in UCLA at the pool. So it was different than so that was a nice way. All my friends went, basically everyone in middle school went through the same thing, so we all kind of laughed about it. I was ready to quit my second year if it was going to be bad, so I didn't know if I was going to be around for that long. After 4 years, incidentally, I was so burned out even though I never had a discipline problem again, just the energy it takes to never laugh or smile, it took a lot out of me. So I stopped teaching. Then I came out of retirement for a year. I still wasn't ready, so I went back. And after 7 years, now I'm teaching it. But I'm teaching Stuyvesant High School, so I don't have there's not the discipline problem there. But I paid my dues. Why don't we do this? I do want to look, because there's another, well, the other we've sort of come. But like I said, if you wrote something kind of thoughtful on the back, or if you want to email me with it, it would be extremely appreciated. Otherwise, this is signing list. I don't even know how to get this out there. So we sort of put it somewhere.
Were you ever able to get media control?
Never.